I don't know if you've ever heard of Z Salon.
Oh, there was somebody in a chair.
They used to be here for years. They actually moved out to the east end of town about 3 years ago. So that space is now utilized for banquet events and parties and things like that.
Yep, there is.
There's somebody trying to sit in one of the chairs.
The middle
now,
one.
this is the thing I tell folks. I'm entrusted with the spirits with the whole hotel. So when I do take folks around, they may make appearances. Okay. Now I'm going to talk in particular about one ghost that we actually advertise. I'm going to provide you guys some literature that we have for our guests as complimentary at the desk.
I think we may have got it.
The lady in blue, so
Yes.
the very back page.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now there's a story to her. Okay. In 1936, a young woman by the name of Patricia Wilson, on July the 15th of 1936, her body was found at the bottom of the elevator shaft.
Number 3.
Yes,
Right.
well, the very first one when you walk into the hotel. That's the third elevator. The first one's 1, the middle one's 2. The one nearest to the doors is 3. So there's a clouded mystery upon her death in the hotel. A housekeeper, as I mentioned, found her body on early morning, July the 15th of 1936. Her and her husband had moved from Oklahoma to Louisville. Okay. And when they moved here, they ended up separating. They had some marital issues. So during that time, well, the 20s and 30s, a young woman on her own that had to support herself, she began working in a brothel. So down on the corner of 5th and Muhammad Ali, across the right side of the street, that was a brothel that used to be in operation. So she went into that line of work as a lady of the evening. She did business in the hotel for about a 4-month period. And then her and her husband had a conversation to reconcile. So they had a phone conversation. She said, I want you to meet me at the Seelbach. I'm going to check in to a room. So she checked in July the 13th, was put in a room up on the 8th floor. Okay. So while awaiting his arrival, he was actually killed in a car accident about 3 blocks from the hotel.
And what year was this again?
1936.
Okay.
So he actually, the staff and the police notified of her tragedy. Okay. So she stayed the 2 days. Checkout morning is when the housekeeper found her body.
Mm-hmm.
So there's been a cloudy mystery that maybe she was a upset, heartbroken wife, was walking the floors. Now back in those days, elevators, if you look at a lot of older movies, they were slide gate.
Yeah.
So if you're on 8, you come to the lobby, the doors remain open. So that's been the ongoing story to her demise. Now we have a hotel historian. His name is Larry Johnson. He's been here for 34 years. He is our hotel concierge and historian. He's written 2 books about the hotel. So he met with a cold case investigator about 9 months ago. This investigator allegedly pulled up this evidence linking Patricia to a relationship with a lieutenant general that used to come to the hotel for the parties back in the day. Now this particular lieutenant general was married. He was linked to having extramarital affairs, and he allegedly murdered Patricia, then murdered a second woman, and then the third woman that he allegedly murdered, her 2 brothers killed him in the streets of Frankfort, Kentucky. So he was never able, right? He was never able to testify. Now Patricia was a clue on the Jeopardy game show, Halloween night, 1993. So millions of people that have come through the hotel have reported seeing her in different areas of the hotel.
Is it mostly around the elevators?
Everywhere, from the 10th floor to the basement.
Really?
She whispers my name from time to time as I walk. I know her voice straight in my ear. 10 years ago, my first interaction was walking across the lobby into the bar. So one of our bartenders, her name is Cindy, she's been here for 20 years, and I was here for about 3 weeks. Walked in the bar, and as I'm walking in, clear as day, a woman's voice whispered my name in my ear. So I walked in the bar, And I talked to Cindy. I said, Cindy, you've been here a while. And I've only been here 3 weeks. And I'm a believer. So explain to me a woman whispering my voice in my ear as I'm walking in the bar. So Cindy's first reaction was, that's Patricia, Patrick.
Right.
She's been here since 1936. I'm actually going to show you guys a photo. Our historian, Mr. Johnson, on the second book that he has some pictures. Let me pull this up.